Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Uh, so today we are talking about something which most of us feel or go through. I know, take a deep breath because it will be very hard, or maybe it can be liberating to some people. So we'll start it from here. This might sound very familiar to you. You say that I want someone who loves me, who is there for me, who makes me feel at home, who makes me feel peaceful, and you are with someone completely opposite. Someone who ghosts you, someone who undervalues you, someone who is not there for you, someone who makes you feel like bare minimum is a lot, someone who makes you feel like maybe you are too much. I know, you're still there. I understand. Not judging you. So what it causes is some kind of pain in your chest that is triggering you. There is some kind of conflict in your mind, some kind of confusion in your mind. You feel restless. You feel like not wanting to wake up in the morning. You feel like not wanting to do things. I understand. That's just not a heartbreak yet. But that's called cognitive dissonance. I know that it might sound very complex stuff to you right now, but I'm here to oversimplify this. So, cognitive dissonance is a simple psychological term which means that when your belief and when your actions do not match, your brain panics, and that panics leads to that chest pain, confusion, and stuff. So, and when it comes to the love life, it gets even messier. Like, for example, I am a person and I want a person in my life, talking about my love life, who is there to support me, who feels like home, with whom I can talk, or I want someone who is there. But in reality, I am with someone who ghosts me, who makes me feel unwanted, who doesn't even know I exist, okay? Who treats me like shit, or maybe doesn't even care what do I feel. So this is an example of psychological dissonance. And the reality is that your heart knows that this is the reality, but your brain play tricks to reduce that cognitive dissonance. Your brain says, oh, maybe I am too much, or maybe I'm expecting too much, or maybe it's a little phase, or maybe he had a tough childhood, or maybe it will get better with time, or maybe I should shrink myself a little, maybe I'm taking too much space in this relationship. This all this shit brain tells you. Your brain literally tells you this to reduce that cognitive dissonance. Or taking another example, for example, you are with someone, okay, and you found that person doing XYZ thing, or maybe cheating on you, or maybe ghosting you, and you confronted the person, and the person says, oh, there's nothing like that, oh, maybe you're overthinking, it's just me, it's not you. Your heart knows the truth. Okay. Your heart already knows the truth, but you say, oh, okay, whatever he's saying might be right, maybe he's really going through some kind of stuff, maybe this, maybe that, just kind of confusion in your life. So what do is you try to change your beliefs from I want to be treated like a princess, I deserve the best love in my life, I deserve the best people in my life, you go to maybe love is not that easy. Maybe love means pain, maybe love means hardship, maybe love means the waiting game, maybe love means the mind games. Why? Okay, we all have been there, we all have done that. Okay, so first thing we do is we try to change our beliefs. Second is we try to justify their whatever they are doing. We say maybe he has had a tough childhood, maybe it's just him, maybe he doesn't know how to do things. He knows what he's doing, okay? He knows. Okay. And the third thing is you literally avoid the truth. Maybe if I'll put in more efforts, maybe if I'll give him more attention, maybe if I'll give him more love, he will change, things will change. Maybe I should not take much space, which I've told earlier on. So maybe I should shrink myself, maybe I should give him some space, things will change. But internally your heart knows the truth that nothing will change. It's just your brain trying to trick you. So don't fall for it, okay? Let me be clear. A person who is making you feel pathetic, how can that person be the love of your life? Just tell me. Love does not mean you have to suffer. Love does not mean that you have to feel like you're walking on the eggshells. That's not love, right? That's just your soul and your brain fighting. Your soul is telling you that this is what you need to do to liberate, and your brain is giving you excuses to reduce that cognitive dissonance, to make yourself feel more safe. So please don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And if you genuinely want to get out of it, you just need to do 3 things. First is acceptance. Sit with yourself and stop giving yourself excuses and accept that this is what the real situation is. No matter what that person says, your heart knows the truth. Your heart genuinely knows the truth. So accept whatever the truth is. Do not play mind games with yourself only. Second, take a piece of paper and a pen and write down what you value in a relationship, or what you value in a person, and what you want in a person. I understand that some kind of adjustments are required in a relationship or with the person, but if the core values are not matching, what will you change or what will you adjust? Everything. And try to match that values with your current relationship. If it's not matching, you know the reality. And third thing, and the most difficult thing, is do whatever it takes to get yourself out of that situation. Maybe have that hard conversation with the person, the difficult conversation with the person, or maybe have that fight which you are delaying, maybe have that confrontation, maybe block the person, maybe walk away. No matter whatever it takes. No matter whatever it takes. And I know it isn't easy, it's the most difficult step. I know. But clarity is powerful. Clarity is powerful and it's priceless. Peace is priceless. The peace you will get after that, I know it will take 21 days, whatever days, to adjust your lifestyle, but the peace you will get after that will be priceless. It doesn't mean that you will not be reminded of the good things or other better things, that oh, maybe I could have done this. Your brain will still try to do that thing with you, but you know now what your brain is doing. So you have a powerful weapon now, this video, because you know what you need to do. Okay? And when you will get the clarity of things, you will be more at peace, and peace is powerful. At least more powerful than that confusion which was in your mind when you were with the person and trying to justify their needs and changing your belief systems. Okay? So maybe that's what I wanted to say. And I know it will take some time. The acceptance part only will take weeks and maybe months. But when you know that I am on this journey and I need to get myself out of this thing, and I don't deserve to be treated this way, and I do not want this thing, then you will be able to do that, believe me. And yeah, virtual hugs for you. I know if you're watching this, you will be struggling with things and understand how it feels. Literally feels like someone is taking your soul out of your body. That thing is so exhausting. You might have some physical ailments, symptoms. Maybe you do not feel like getting up in the morning. Maybe you do not feel like filming. Maybe you do not feel like studying. Give yourself that space. Give yourself that time. Cry if you want. I don't know. Do whatever it takes. Don't hurt yourself. But rather than that, do whatever you want to do to comfort yourself. Maybe do that cheat meal. Maybe go out. Maybe do whatever. Reconnect with that old friend, not the toxic exes, okay? So yeah, that's it. And yeah, I hope you all heal and you do not spiral in the same loop. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.